It's Friday morning, the 9th day of December. We're with Hector Munoz from Coastal Quality. As we continue, you can get in touch with Hector at coastalquality.com, or you can call him at 941-815-2077. Hector, welcome back. In talking with you about the different areas, the different points, and everything that we do, should people that are taking care of their lawns, or yourself, your company, do you have New Year's resolutions about things that are coming up for you? Like, are we planting? What are we going to do? Should we start doing those plans now in the wintertime?
Oh yeah. Right now, I mean, every year we wait till winter to do another New Year's resolution, and every year that I promise I'm going to go on a diet, I get up the next year fatter than I was the year one prior. So,
right, because we're trying too hard. We get nervous and we need,
Well, one of the things I noticed that as much as I'm trying to do New Year's resolutions on myself, everything around me is pretty much the same. And you kind of, the time goes by, next thing you know, it's another year, and my surroundings are relatively the same. So for 2017, New Year's resolutions is I'm going to change things around me. I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to give me a new look. So when I come home, it's a fresh look. It's a new thing. It's inviting, and hopefully from that I'll lose some weight on that as well.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So that's all, the best we can do. But for 2017, we want to make the New Year's resolution to refresh and renovate your landscape. The two biggest things to do is you start now with your design. Design is the biggest thing, it's the biggest pitfall and the most important part of it.
Okay, you can do it because you know what needs to be done as far as points and what we can plant, what we can't plant. How can someone like Mick and I or Tommy find out what we can do?
Research. You look at your area, and you got Tommy here that gives you weather all the time. So
yeah.
You have what your weather in that area is going to be like. If you're closer to Arcadia, Lake Susie, it's going to get colder. The further you get from the water, the colder it's going to get. But then again, the closer you get to the water, the more salt you're going to have in the water and in the soil. So you have to adjust. When you pick your plants, if you're wanting a certain type of plant that does not grow well in your area, pick an alternative. That plant is not going to do what you want it to do. I've seen it trying to happen all the time. So they end up going to Michael's and buying some soap ones, and then like,
oh yeah.
But that's where we can come in to take care of that for you. And we don't have to do the whole part. We can just do the design for you. We can give you the recommendations, line item, design, all of that. We can do that portion for you. If you want to come back and say, look, you know what, I've looked it over, I like this idea, I like that, let's go ahead and do the rest of it. We can pick up wherever you left off. You can do as much or as little as you like.
Should our local property offices like District 20 or District 23, whatever, Region 23, can we go and get the list of plants that we need to have on the property?
Oh yeah, your county has, Charlotte County has a list of plants that are not allowed. So as long as you stay with those, you're good. Now as far as what'll work in your property as far as the aesthetics and giving you a good landscape design, every house is different. Every approach is different. So this is where these designs are not cookie cutter. They're made for you. So when we look at a property and we look at a home, we take all the points of interest of that home, how you approach it, and then we take your character, your lifestyle, and we put it in. Some people like to have a nice little short hedge all along their whole sidewalk. Other people are like, no, I have dogs. They run out of this door and they'll tear up those hedges quick. So I need something different. So we adjust that layout to fit your lifestyle, to fit your approach, to give you that curb appeal that you're looking for.
What kind of a plant would not be allowed?
Carrot wood, right. Banyan trees.
Carrot trees?
Right.
Yeah, those things grow really quickly,
right.
don't they?
And then banyan trees are not allowed in certain areas.
Really?
Brazilian peppers, Brazilian peppers, melaleuca.
Right, if anybody, and you know what I said, if anybody's planting a pepper, but I've seen it happen. People.
Oh yeah, they don't know. They like the red berries. It looks pretty, especially at Christmas time.
Yeah.
The other step for your New Year's resolution is, once you have your design, once you have everything in your head, make time to enjoy it. Last time you sat outside and had your morning coffee and watched the sunrise at your own resort. That's your slice of paradise.
Okay, I want to enjoy it, and I want to do something outside, like an outdoor kitchen. Can you guys handle that too?
Oh yeah. We can do your outdoor living areas. We can set it all up. We have modular units that are set for your for your area. So we just measure it out, let us know what you want. We'll link you up for all appliances, everything from just a regular plaster and paint to the brick or stone, natural stone veneer. Whatever, however little or however much you want, we can set it all up for
Hey
you.
Hector, bring your ribs. He'll cook. He's a hell of a
I
rib
bet
cooker.
he'll cook them and eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah. With what you do here in town and being a veteran as you are,
And you are as well. Thank you for
sir.
your service.
Thank you, and you
Welcome
also,
home.
and Tommy as well.
Thank you, Tommy.
And with everything that you do out there, I give you a lot of credit for going out and doing this and setting this business up and going as many years as you have down here, because it's interesting, because you're seeing fly-by-nighters come in all the time, aren't you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We see it all the time. We see the after effect, and it gets worse and worse. And this is why I started off with I want to let all the builders and brokers know we're here to help you. We want to create this. I just fixed a property in Punta Gorda that had god awful irrigation and landscape. The landscape's dying because the irrigation isn't right, and they have everything is just all out, and it shouldn't be. It's a brand new home. It's a brand new product. It shouldn't be like that. So we're trying to work with the customer to get it right.
What about with the rain that we had, the normal rain that we had this year? We had, and I know of, a lot of erosion in certain areas.
A bunch of erosion, especially on canals, waterways, stuff like that. We're on our fourth project in the last 2 months on building garden walls to help prevent, eliminate, and restore the property boundaries. We did one in Northport. This was an engineered wall in Northport off of Hillsborough. We helped the customer regain 23 feet in her backyard. So that's that right there is speaks volumes, especially with return on your
Now,
investment.
you say a garden wall.
A garden wall is a custom built on the spot wall that's under 3 feet. If it exceeds 3 feet, then it has structural engineering for it and all that. But what it is engineered blocks that we stack, glue them together, and we work with all your water management. So you're not trying to hold back. You're not trying to create a dam. So you don't want a solid wall.
Right.
You want a permeable surface that will hold everything back.
And we got a question. Good morning. You're on the air.
They're not listening.
Yeah, we can't. Good morning. No. All right, nobody there. With Coastal Quality, and everybody can check that on coastalquality.com. Hector, with everything that you guys do, what do you enjoy the most?
The start and the finish. The stuff in the middle, nobody ever notices. That's where all the pain in the neck stuff happens. But the beginning and the end. And when you look at the before and after pictures, and when the customer looks and goes, "Wow,
I didn't expect this." Yeah.
This is I listened to what you were saying, and I didn't think it was going to be like this. This is me.
Let's try this again. Good morning. Good morning. You're on the show.
No, we don't.
Okay, thank you. We want to know if Hector had the licenses to do the spraying for the pest and management control, and that's a totally different.
That's a completely different
Field?
different field.
Yeah.
That's fertilization and pest control. We do work with local companies, and we recommend them for these services. The license that we hold is for spraying for pests like weeds, turf weeds, garden weeds and stuff like that. But I have a lot of studies on continuing education program for identifying these pests, so we can link up with the local companies, let them know this is what the problem that we're having here.
Hector Munoz from Coastal Quality. Give him a call at 815-2077. Time to go to Tommy and Weather right now.
Thanks, Hippo. Good morning.